Welcome back to Twisted Stitches. My name is Tammie. How is everybody doing? I hope you have had wonderful, wonderful days. I hope everything is going well for you guys. Missed you tons. I missed you guys tons. So today is going to be a little bit different. Normally I like to come on here when I have something to show you, either if it's something that I'm brand new working on, or I've finished something, or more podcasty. I don't know, how do you explain it? I'm kind of the one who will talk to you about patterns, how I feel about a pattern, how I feel about a yarn after it's been worked up. I'll talk to you about things that are on my mind, things that I want to do, stuff that I love sharing with you guys. You guys know that you are my extended fiber family. I don't have anybody that's around me that just gets it except for you guys, you know? And this is a place where I can come on, show my stuff, talk, chit chat about our love of yarn, crochet, knitting, fiber arts. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. So anyway, long intro. You may have recognized or realized that I am kind of in the same similar setting as I was last year around this time. And this is the setting that I was in for quite a while. Last year, right before Christmas time, I had gotten a ring light and I was able to back up so you didn't see my mess, blah, 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 and, you know, this extended mess that I have going on. So you didn't get to see all this mess as much, and the ring light was nice because it had a nice light. Now I'm back to my overhead lights, and the ring light just fizzled out. I don't know, it just, if you guys remember in my last podcast, it started popping out. And what I was having to do is, after about 10 minutes of it being on, which it never did that when I first got it, after about 10 minutes of being on, I'd have to shut it down and let like the little plug-in cool down. It was overheating and then popping its own circuit breaker or something, I guess. So anyway, I am for now until I find a better ring light. This one was kind of a cheaper one that was, you know, from Walmart, one of those ones. I mean, hey, it worked for almost a year. And I did, you know, use it a lot. And sometimes it was on for a long time because sometimes I'll phase out into the never-ending nothingness and just go, what was I saying? And I'll have to sit there and I'll have to chop those pieces out. When I go to upload it, I'll go, ooh, I was just sitting there for a while. Let's get rid of that. So that's why I edit too. So anyway, so today is going to be a little bit of like story time. For those of you who enjoy hanging out with me for the story time, I'm going to be, the whole podcast is not going to be that. I do have some things to show you guys. But for the beginning of this, I do have a little bit of a story, a little bit about what's been going on the last couple of weeks that I didn't really indulge. You know, I'm not that kind of person. I'll tell you guys about it afterwards, but I'm not the one to jump on social media and be like, oh, this is what happened to you. I'm just not that person. I never have. Well, I used to be when I first started with social media. And then I started going, do I want everybody knowing every single little bit of information? Now, I'm not talking about you guys. You guys, I would love for you guys to be the only ones who knew almost everything that's going on, like at that moment. But unfortunately, my social media has people from way in my past, and I'm not going to go through and get rid of them or block them or whatever you got to do. So it's stuff that it's just like, you know what, this is private. This is stuff that I only share with very close friends, family members, and things like that. So, you know, you guys know. And since I've gotten out of that social media craze, I've been terrible with it. I am honestly horrible with social media. I am horrible. I will watch videos. I will like videos. I watch all my friends. I have videos running while I'm doing other things, cleaning, cooking, even have videos running when the TV's going, like because I don't really pay full attention to the TV except for once in a great while if a good movie's on. So I'll have it going and I'll be listening to that while the TV news is on or something, and that's important on the news, let me see what's going on with that, and then I go back. You know, that's how I am. I'm always been a little bit weird, so, you know, whatever. So anyway, so for those of you who really hate when they come on and you're like, oh, story time, I've got something to tell you, and I'll explain to you what's been going on and why certain things aren't where I wanted them to be, yada yada. So for those of you who don't enjoy that, but you enjoyed like the show and tell part and, you know, finding out what's been going on as far as the fiber arts and the fiber arts only, I will put a timestamp right here. I will let you know when I'm done rambling about the little story time, and I'll put the numbers right here. So if you are not interested in this part, you can skip. I'll tell you when, I'll say now, and then you can skip to the part right to here. And then when you come back, I'll be into the show and tell portion and things like that. Okay, so this is where the rambling stops, and here's the story. Okay, for those of you who stuck around, and like, y'all know me, I'm a little bit weird, I'm a little bit different, okay? So like, if I'm somewhere and everybody's being really loud and boisterous, and then you have that, you're like telling a story to somebody, but then they kind of block you out and then they start talking to somebody else, or they're half listening or something like that, and you were like, man, I was telling a little bit of a story, I was having a good time, I listened to their story, they didn't listen to mine. So I'm the kind of person, when I realize they're totally not listening to me, I'll turn to somebody and say something random off the wall that will, like, somebody will click and go, what did I miss? What? And then they'll stop and be like, oh, well, what happened? And I'll be like, oh, no, yeah, I'm not going to repeat myself. So this part of the story, after I'm done with the story, I'm going to do something weird like that at the end. And so for those of you who stuck around, I will tell you what emoji to leave in the comments if you want to have fun and do the little silliness with me, okay? So here's the story. So, and I'll put up pictures as I go along so you can see, and I'll talk over the pictures, so it doesn't stop and you have to wait for me to come back on. So after my last podcast, I did work on some of the things I wanted to work on. I had other things going on, like we all do, whatever. So on September 27th, that Monday, I had a doctor's appointment, and Tom had a doctor's appointment. We both had the same doctor's appointment at the same place. So we went together in the truck, blah, 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 like we do a lot of times. And he drove. And usually I'm the driver to appointments, but for this particular reason, it was like one of those deals where the truck was already in the position where, because he had drove the night before or something like that, and he was like, blah, 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 let's not waste time, readjusting, blah, 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 yada, yada. I was like, okay, fine, whatever. So normally I'm a control freak. I mean, if you can't tell, I'm a control freak. So normally when I am a passenger in a vehicle, I am very like, oh, there's a red light up there. There's a red light. Oh, they're all stopping. I am a backseat. I'm a typical controlling backseat driver. I like being in control. I like driving. I like knowing that my feet are going where the whole shebang. So anyway, for whatever reason, and I'm not sure why, I had decided to just not think about the driving because it was kind of like in morning rush hour type traffic. We don't have bad traffic here, but it will get a little congested. So I was like, I am not going to think about anything. I went on my phone and I started going through emails and things like that and trying to answer any messages that were left for me that I didn't see or something like that. So anyway, next thing I know, it was like a dream. Next thing I know, I'm hearing bump, 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 my horn's going off in my truck, and I'm like in a daze, and I go, what happened? Well, I guess for some reason, and we're not really sure why, the brakes in our truck, they went to the floor and they didn't totally catch. We don't know why. And he rear-ended somebody. And he rear-ended them like as, I don't remember if the light was, I don't remember anything because I wasn't paying attention to the driving like I normally do, which I'm so mad at myself for not paying attention. But anyway, so he rear-ended somebody. They weren't seriously hurt. Well, that's what they said. They got out of the car. They were walking around. They were fine, blah, blah, blah. They didn't have a lot of damage to their vehicle. They have a newer vehicle. But what had happened to me that particular day is the airbags went off. And when the airbags went off, I don't know if you can see, I still have a little bit of, it's going to blow out, of course. So you can see right here, this is my right hand. So this is my crochet hand. It's like, I don't know if it's burnt or what, but the only thing I could think of is while I was sitting there with my phone like this, when the airbag went off, I must have, like, maybe my arm went and slapped up against something, like maybe the window. I don't know. But regardless, I thought I had broken something. I broke something in my hand, broke my wrist. This wrist is still bothering me a little bit. I do have a little bit of this is my wrist that has more RA in it, so it's been a little bit acting up. But anyway, so here's the picture of my truck. My truck is totaled. The frame is messed up, so they're going to total it. I am still in the process of dealing with the insurance companies, blah, 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 yada, yada. So because of that accident, I had 3 days that I really couldn't do any crocheting at all. I mean, my hands were swollen. My wrists were very swollen. They were very tender. Even the just trying to hold like the littlest crochet hook, like, let me see. Like even trying to work with this crochet hook, which this is a 3.75, this is an F crochet hook. Even trying to work with this, no matter how I held it, it was very uncomfortable. My hands were going numb, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, went to the hospital. When my son got off work, he took us to the hospital. Even the hospital thought this was broken. Something was broken in here, because as soon as they looked at it, they went, we need to get an x-ray because I think you're going to be in a cast. And I was like, oh my God, no, I can't be. I can't. But, you know, thank God, knock on wood, everything else, nothing was broken. Nothing was broken in anything. Everything was fine. Nothing's broken on Tom. Supposedly the person who we rear-ended, thank God, as far as I know, nothing serious is wrong with her. She was a younger girl. She was, well, I'm not, she's 16, I think she said 16 weeks pregnant. So I was a little bit concerned about that, but I guess the seatbelt didn't tighten up around the baby, you know, the belly. She went and got checked, and she said the last I knew that everything was okay, but you never know. You never know. Things happen. So anyway, the long story, I know, I'm sorry guys. So anyway, I had from the 27th, 28th, and the 29th where I couldn't really do like anything. And to top it off, I was like stuck at home because my only mode of transportation now is my motorcycle until the insurance gets me whatever and I can go find another vehicle, whatever. My only transportation is a motorcycle. And you all know, and I've told you in the past, that when I ride, sometimes I get a little achy, like, and I'll have like a half a day or so that I really don't crochet or anything or knit as much because my hands will swell a little bit. It has been like really, really. So when Friday, the 1st, October 1st, was the first day that I felt like I could do a little bit of crocheting. And that was the day that I did that little short, they call them shorts. I don't know what it is. It was like, it's almost like doing the YouTube version of TikTok or something. And I said that I was going to watch Hocus Pocus because that was on, and I was going to work on the shawl, which I did, but I did have to take a lot of breaks in between. I'm still having to take a lot more breaks than I usually have to, but I'm getting a lot better. So all that being said is why I haven't been able to work on things as much. So for those of you who are just, you know, who just wonder where I've been and what's been going on, that's kind of what's been going on. Just a cluster pluck of stuff. Just when you think things are going to start getting back to normal, something happens, but it's no big deal. Everybody's fine. Everybody's going to be fine. Things will work out. It's just put me behind a little bit, which kind of is like, because I have so many things that I want to get done and so many things I want to do. And I was so wanting to have this shawl done. It is like that close to being done. It's that close to being done. So anyway, without further ado, let's tell everybody that this is where they'll be coming back. So I'll figure out the timestamp, I'll figure out the numbers, blah, 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 where we're at right now, however many minutes, blah, 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 and stuff like that. So now, let's do the silliness. Are you guys ready? So that was my story. That's what's been going on. Everything's fine, but blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let's do, I know what I'll do. Okay, you guys ready? So just play along with it. And if you listen to the story, in your comments, if you want to put like a little alien or spaceship emoji, whatever one you want to put, it doesn't matter, or both, whatever. Okay, so let's get on with it. Okay, so anyway, I was like, live long and prosper, whatever. They were great. It was fun. They were great guys. You wouldn't think, but everything was good. Everything was great. I don't know, it was a great time. Anyway, so hi, so you're back, here we are, and let's get on with the rest of the program. For those of you who didn't want to listen to the story, well, that's fine, I understand. We all understand, Okay, so I did want to tell you, I wanted to show you that I am wearing the Sweet Pea top, and let me show you what it looks like standing up. So I wanted to give you the opportunity to see this top. The last podcast I had done, it wasn't finished drying. I had told you guys that the thumbnail picture was of that morning that I woke up and it was finally dry. As you see, it did spring back. I don't know if you can tell. It did spring back, so I won't wear this when I'm doing stuff that's gonna help it stretch out more, like, a lot of wind to it or an excessive amount of wear. But once I do the sleeves a little bit longer like I want, I will wear this out to eat, going to places, just in general, going to places in general, some places where you won't be over sweating, like on my motorcycle, if that makes sense. So it did bounce back. The yarn bounced back. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. So you got to look at it after it was washed and then fully dried. This is, I haven't worn it since that picture, and that's the last time I wore it. So I just wanted to give you guys an update on the Sweet Pea top, okay? And I'll leave the link in my description box, like always. Okay, so as you see, it did bounce back. Like I had said in the original podcast, like I said in the last podcast, this top, the yarn, once I washed it, it took a really, really long time to dry. And the thumbnail that I had taken, that picture, the little picture that is in the YouTube thumbnail, was that next morning of me wearing this top. I haven't put it on since that morning. So as you can see, it's holding its shape really well. Do I think that I can ride my motorcycle with this? No, it's going to get all stretched out. The wind is going to hit it, the wind is going to blow it, and it's going to get back to stretched out. Would I do a lot of stuff in it, like doing a lot of, like if it's a really hot day or something, and I have, if you sweat a lot and then it starts getting wet, it's going to start holding moisture and getting heavier and opening up and stretching. And I do believe that's what happened the very first time I wore it. It was just, I was getting hot. And then I was riding the motorcycle and the wind comes up and blows and, blows your clothes around a bit. So I do believe that was what was going on. But this, like I said, go to church, you want to go out to eat, it's a nice cool day and you want to have a nice walk at the flea market or something, this is fine. So I wanted to put that out there for those of you who wanted to use the Truboo, but because of my experiences were hesitant about using it. It did bounce back. And for those of you who gave me the suggestions of like maybe using an acrylic with it or, a sturdy nylon or something, I am going to try that. I am going to try to use, I have some like 100% acrylic baby 2, sport weight yarn. And I was thinking about holding that with the Truboo and making a scarf and seeing how, like, if it's tougher, if it holds up better, like, I don't know, maybe I should make another, I don't want to make another skull scarf, I don't need that many skull scarves. I'll just make, what I'll do? I will make a scarf in this pattern. the same exact pattern, and then I will put it on, and I will even like get it damp or something. Does that make sense? I'll get it damp so it can see how it holds its shape. Maybe that, and then you guys will have an idea if like using the acrylic with it will work. Other people had said using nylon, which I think that would be great too, because nylon will spring right back. You know, it doesn't stretch out. It has spring to it, you know. That's why a lot of like the hand-dyed yarns are 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon to give it that strength. You can wear socks, you can make socks out of that, and they hold up really well, and they retain their structure, and they don't get overly stretched out and things like that, and they bounce back, you know. So anyway, so I wanted to share that with you about that. So then also, you guys, I don't know if y'all know, so if y'all know Petra's Happy Place, y'all know Natalie at Natalie's Closet, you know that Natalie and I are in fairly close proximity to each other. We don't get together as much as we would like to, you know, scheduling, life, things happen, you can't. But anyway, Petra was in Florida, in our area, and she messaged me and wanted to know if I wanted to meet up. And then she was curious if I knew where Natalie was or the area that she was in, and and then basically we all got together. We all went to have some lunch at a place called the Dill Pickle, which has like amazing New York style type deli type sandwiches and desserts and just good food. They have really good food there. I like it. So anyway, we met up at the Dill Pickle, and here's some pictures of us getting together, and it was really fun. It was so great to meet some other YouTube fiber arts people. You know, it's always great when people can get together and meet up with each other. We had such a good time. It was so much fun. Petra is a wonderful, wonderful person, and you know, y'all know Natalie's a wonderful person. I've said that in the past when me and Natalie first met up. Y'all know that Natalie is a friend of mine, so I don't have to say how wonderful she is, even though she is, and everybody knows it. I don't have to keep repeating it, but everything was fun. So those were some of the pictures of us just being together, you know, just a couple pictures together, whatever. So, but, now Petra, thank you so much. You didn't have to do this. So I want to share what she gave me for like a little gift, and thank you so much. I love it. I love it. So first she had gotten this, I'm not sure where she got it from, but she had some of these already rolled up cakes, and these are actually Wool-Ease. I don't know the colorway. Natalie took one of them, and she left me two of them, and I really like this colors. Look at the colors in that. That is so cool looking. I love it. So anyway, this is Wool-Ease, but this is the 4-weight Wool-Ease. It's not the thick, this isn't the thick 6-weight that, you know, the Wool-Ease Thick and Quick stuff. This is the nice 4-weight. I like this stuff. I have some Wool-Ease 4-weight, and I really enjoyed working with it. It works up wonderfully. I made a hat with it, and it worked up really, really nicely. So anyway, I love these colors. I don't know what I'm going to make with this yet. I'm not sure what I'm going to make yet, but I might make myself some knitted, like, gloves. Well, not gloves, but mitts, fingerless mitts or something like that. And these would be nice and warm for when we finally do get some cold, a little bit cooler weather here in Florida. So she gave myself and Natalie, you know, she had 3 of them, and she goes, you know, whatever. And Natalie took one, and she left me with the 2. So, and then she gave me these beautiful, look at these colors. This is a baby pink. This here is, let me see what they call it. This one's burgundy, and this one's emerald green, and this one is called actually Princess. So these here are called Be So Baby. These are 100% milk fibers, and they are 50 grams, and there's 142 yards. This is a number 3 lightweight yarn, and it is so soft. And the reason I am so excited to get these again is I can't find them right now, so please don't ask me to find them. But if you guys remember, I had stated in one of my podcasts, I had shown you a little bit of enabling, and I had bought a couple of these in a like a beige tan color when I bought the pattern, and I picked up a couple of these to feel what it felt like, because this is the milk fibers. I wanted to see if it was like really soft and really nice, which it is. This is by Kristen Omdahl. I think that's how you say her name. I'm terrible with names. And this is the Be So Baby. She has a full line of yarns on her website. These are the milk fiber ones. I think she has like Aran weight in the milk fiber as well. And she also has a sport weight, which is like a bamboo. She has some really, I'll leave the link to her website in my description box, and you guys can hop over there and take a look if you want to take a look and see what she has. But these are like so soft, and they're made of milk fibers, right? What? Isn't that awesome? I mean, these are awesome, and these are so pretty. These colors are so pretty. These two colors here, I was thinking about making a little something. Well, this is blown out. That's not white. That's that princess. That's that pink color. I was thinking, my lighting now, everything's gonna blow out. I was thinking about using these two colors though, the burgundy and the emerald green, for something with a Christmas theme to it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments if you can think of anything that it would. There's 100 grams in two of them, and so that would make 284 yards of number 3 weight yarn. If you guys know of anything that would be kind of cool for Christmas, let me know. Leave it in the comment section. I appreciate it. So thank you so much, Petra. I love this stuff. I will be making something soon, hopefully within the next month or so, because I am beyond behind everything. But also what she had done is she made these. Look at, she made this little cloth. This is like a washcloth, and I believe it is the moss stitch. It looks like it's possibly, or maybe a V-stitch. It's a V-stitch. It's a V-stitch washcloth. And look at these colors. Aren't they awesome? I love the teal and the purples together, and it's like almost like a silvery gray lilac color. I love this. And a little like face scrubby or a coaster or something like that. Look at these. That's so sweet. Thank you so much. And this is really nice cotton. It is soft. And guess what this cotton is? She told me. I was like, oh, maybe this is like the Hobby Lobby's cotton. I love this cotton. Or maybe Kristen Omdahl had some cotton. I think she sells cotton, so I was like, well, maybe it's that. This is the peaches and cream, not the sugar and cream, but the peaches and cream stripes. She said that the peaches and cream stripes, which I think I have some, I'm not sure, but she says the peaches and cream stripes only, are like really, really nice and soft, and it feels wonderful. It feels really nice. So I haven't used them yet. I was waiting to show you guys this. Isn't this awesome? Isn't this just awesome? I love it. Thank you so much, Petra. I really love these, and I can't wait to use them. I will be using them very, very soon. Probably tonight when I wash my face. And then my wonderful, beautiful friend, Natalie. Oh, look at. And then I felt bad because I'm such a schlub. I brought something for Petra, but I didn't really bring anything for Natalie because I'm a bad friend. I'm a bad friend, and I'm sorry. I'm just a schlub. Just forget it. So she gave me these. Look at these stitch markers, place markers. Look at them, little ice cream cones. Aren't they adorable? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I love them. I love them. They are so cute. And then she had some things. She had this in a little, I'm not going to be able to think of what they're called. Organza. She had it in this little mini organza bag, and, she gets little stuff from some of the people that she talks to and some of the small business owners. She has a segment on her channel for small business, promoting small business. Like I do, I promote small business, but I just show you stuff I buy. She does where she like literally like gets a lot of things and like, you know, deals with the small businesses more than I do. She finds more small businesses. I'm kind of like, you know, I find one and I'm like, okay, I'm stuck forever. You know me, like, you know, with my geological wonders and stuff like that. So she had these really cute stickers. This one here is from Amanda Knit or Knits. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be Amanda Knits. I think it's Amanda, I would say Amanda Knits, but it could be Amanda Knit. And look at the colors on that. That is so cute. This is a cute sticker. And this one says, taste the rainbow, beep, female dog. It's cute. And she also gave me a card. Here is the card. This is one of the businesses that, I don't know if this was for... Oh no, this is the business if you want to take a snapshot of it. And I will also leave the information in my description box where she got these stitch markers from. So these cute little adorkable stitch markers she got from this Coco's Crochet goodies. So you can either take a picture of that and or I will have the link in my description box for you guys. Okay, so that was something that Natalie gave me. Thank you so much, Natalie. I love it. I do. I love it. I can't wait to use them. I've been waiting to use them because I wanted to show them first, and I'm so far behind. And y'all know I'm behind on everything. So on top of everything that I had talked about in the little story time, one of the things that also had come up is this last Monday on the 4th, I had a job of detailing 2 motorcycles. So I had 2 motorcycles in one day. We had 2 motorcycles in one day. And you know, like I've told you in the past, once I'm done detailing a motorcycle, my hands and my wrists hurt and I was like exhausted. Plus I had to go there on my motorcycle and I had to have all my cleaning supplies strapped to the back seat of my motorcycle with bungee cords. And then we worked the whole day and we're in Florida and it has been hotter than what they call summer junior. It is literally just summer still here. It has been hot and it has been muggy and I know there's a lot of us, we're waiting for the fall weather. That is for sure. So anyway, Tuesday the 5th, I did nothing. I am going to show you the shawl. I worked on this pretty strong on Wednesday, on and off in between doing other things I had to do. But I did put a decent amount of rows into it. And this last Wednesday, which is what, the 6th, was like the first time I had a good where I didn't have to stop as much to rest my hands. So it was good. I think I got 4 or 5 rows done. Now, mind you, you might go 4 or 5 rows. Each one of these rows now has like almost 500 stitches in them. So 4 or 5 rows is a lot of work. So anyway, so let me show you what she's looking like. Let me get the correct side out. So I'm going to show you real quick. So here she is. Oh my goodness. Here, I'm going to make some noise. Hold on. Let me scooch this back out of the way. Here she is. She is looking gorgeous. I still have either 10 rows to do before I do the first border option, or what is it? Hold on. So let me think how this goes. I either have 10 rows. There's 3 border options. So if any of you guys have done this Sis Love semicircle shawl, let me know. I know I'm jumping, but let me know what border you chose. There are 3 options for the border for this. The first border you do after row. So the first border you can do after row 24, which is 24-3. There's more than 24 rows in this. And then the second border, you can go on after row 31-3, if that makes sense. There's 3 parts to this shawl. There's part 1, part 2, and part 3. The first border you can do after row 24 part 3. The second border you can do after row 31 in part 3. And then the last border, which is a very elaborate border. All right, now I'm confused, guys. I'm trying to figure it out on the pattern here. So just give me a second. I'll cut out parts and I'm just trying to figure it all out. After row 24, you can go to border 1. So that's 24 part 3. And then here it shows going up to row 31, and then it says after row 31, you can make border number 2. But then when I go to the next page, the last row on this page is row 31 part 3, and then the next page says border. So, and there's no more rows. So does that mean I can make either? So when I go to, so I know that after row 24 part 3 I can go and do border number 1, and after, it says on here, after row 35, after row 31 part 3 I can go to border number 2. I'm going to assume that I can also, if I choose, to do border number 3. If any of you guys are out there and have done this, maybe I should get a hold of Reggie too and see if she can help me with this, because like I said, the instructions say you can go to row 1. The instructions say you could either do border 1 after this row, you can do border 2 after this row, but it doesn't say when. It's after row 31, there is no more rows. So I'm just gonna assume I could also do the third border if I wanted to. I don't know. I will try to find out. And then when I'm done with this, I'll let you know which border I chose to do. And then I'll also let you know, so just in case you happen to be working on this or you plan on working on it, this will be something that when I get it all figured out, you'll be able to go back to it and decide which one you want to do and how it works. I'm just going to assume, by the way it looks, is after row 24, you can do the first border. And then if you don't want to do the first border and you want to put the rest of the rows in, which it goes only to row 31 in the third part. So then I guess you could do border 2 and border 3 if you want to. I don't know. I don't know if I'm reading something wrong or not, but anywho, I will find out and I'll let you guys know. But that is how this shawl is coming out. It is magnificently beautiful. So I am really loving the way this shawl looks. So that's my WIP. I'm still working on it. I really want to get that done real soon. I have a couple things going on, life things going on, but hopefully I'll be able to get that done soon. I want to show you a little something that I bought. I went to, I go to Walmart, and I don't know about you guys, but every time I go to Walmart, I hit the clearance section. That is like, because in the past, I don't know if you remember, a couple of years ago, I had this big, huge clearance yarn haul from Walmart, and I showed you guys like all the yarns that I had gotten. Some of them were kind of messed up and I had to cake them up, and I wasn't totally sure what they were, but I knew what they were enough. Like, I could pretty much say, yeah, that was Bernat blanket, yeah, that was this, yeah, that was Ferris wheel, whatever, you know what I'm saying. So anyway, I had gotten, like, it was just one of those days I went down the clearance aisle and there was a boatload of yarn sitting there, and I was like snatching it up. I snatched up like everything, because I mean, it was cheap. It was like less than $2 cheap for like a whole comfy cotton cake. Yeah, less than $2 or $2. Yes, sure. So yeah, I took them. So anyway, I haven't had that kind of luck lately, but I'll do here and there, pick up a little tiny deal. And I'm just going to show you. So this is just to let you know, when you go to Walmart, go check your clearance aisle, like quick, fast, and in a hurry. Because, and then if you go to Walmart a couple times a week, go there every time you go into Walmart. Don't just assume, because I found out, somebody told me they dump clearance stuff in there like almost every day, and you never know when something's going to pop up. So this was in the clearance aisle, the Wool Ease right here, and this is the Wool Ease Thick and Quick, and this colorway is called Bedrock, and I love this. This is kind of like like gray with like multicolored tweeds in it. I'll call it tweedy. I like it. I love the way this looks. I like the Thick and Quick. It's okay. You know, it makes nice like hats and stuff like that. But anyway, $1.75. Well, it was labeled $1.75, and when it rang up, it was $1.50. $1.50. So that's just my huge enabling for you guys this week. But this is just to tell you, if you go to Walmart, go to your clearance section. They have stuff there, and it's like they have stuff, and sometimes they have yarns there. Sometimes they have some just really cool stuff. I have bought a lot of things in the clearance aisle at Walmart. I mean, like a lot of things. I'll pick stuff up. I picked up sunblock the last time I went to Walmart. I picked up kids copper tone sunblock for like $2.50. $2.50. A thing of sunblock, copper tone, kids, 50 SPF, like $2.50. Really? And I have grandkids. I use it on me. I don't care, whatever. So, you know, I'm saying just to say, okay? Go check out your clearance at Walmart. So I will be having an unboxing soon, well, a yarn of the month for the Geological Wonders for, I think it's September's. Yeah, because October, actually today is when Geological Wonders is open, where you can buy October's. So if you guys go on to one of my, if you guys go to one of my yarn of the months with the Geological Wonders, her link to her shop is always, you know, I always link the shop and stuff. If you want to get in on October's Geological Wonders yarn of the month, then you can click on and go to her website. Today, Friday the 8th, is the very first day it's available to be purchased for October. So if you want to get in on October's, go check out Serena's website, Backcountry Knitter. I'll probably be having the Geological Wonders Yarn of the Month reveal within the next few days, you know, maybe 3 days max. But like I said, if you want to go to her website now, you can purchase it. And then you can get in on October's. Yay, because I'm going to be doing that. I definitely want to purchase that. So another little thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. I haven't done a lot of unboxings. I haven't done a lot of the Yarn of the Months with Mason's Creations yarns with April. I'm not sure. I haven't heard from her in a while. I hope everything's okay. April, if you're seeing this, please get a hold of me. I will also try to message you again. She was trying to get off of Etsy and have her own website or something, you know, like an online store for her hand-dyed yarns. I did get the yarns. I am current with her, except for I don't know if she's having October. I don't know if she's going to have an October yarn of the month. But I will be doing, because I did purchase, she had a 10-day Halloween advent in her shop for sale. Couple months ago, it was in there for a while. It was inspired by the movie Beetlejuice. So I did get mine, and I have my advent right here. I know it doesn't look pretty. I just have it right here right now because I'm not messing with it. The first day of the advent will be the 21st of October. So I'll open one every day, the 21st through the 31st. I am not sure how I'm going to do it. I don't know if I should just do a couple days at a time instead of being on here every single day. I don't know. Like, I know the Christmas Advent, I did one every day. I don't know. I could try to do one every day. Let me know if you'd like me to just do one every day, or if you'd like me to do a couple every like 3 days or something, do 3 days worth or something like that. Let me know what you think. And then I'll also be posting, I'm going to try to get a little bit better, and I'll also be posting this in my Facebook group, and I will try to be good and post it on Instagram, just so it's there. So if you don't catch the video or whatever, it'll be there. I'll try to keep up on it, okay? So I'm going to try to get back on track. I'm going to try to keep up on. I'm going to try. I'm not promising, but I'm going to try to get a little bit better with my social medias. I'm terrible. I told you that in the beginning. I'm just terrible with it. So anyway, that's everything I think that's been going on pretty much. Oh, Oh, I did want to talk to you guys real quick. There is a crochet along going on right now with Reggie at J Hook Crochet, which she's a friend of mine. She's a beautiful person. And you know how this crochet along for this Sis Love was a crochet along with her. And this Sis Love shawl that I showed you just now was last year was a crochet along with between her and the designers of Sis Homemade. And she is doing another one this year. She's doing another one, guys, and it is called, let me get my notes. She's doing it again with Sis Homemade, and it is called the Flower Valley Shawl. So I'm going to leave a link to Reggie's video that explains the crochet along. I will also leave a link to the shawl in my description box. It's a free pattern on Ravelry, so go take a look at it. It is gorgeous. Here's the picture of the Sis Love right here. So that is it, guys. I have, once I'm finished with this Sis Love, I have so much all right, the stuff that I want to get done is this here, the habitation throw, that I haven't put any time into that. So, and then here is the t-shirt that I wanted to work on that I'll want for the fall weather. This is called the Cobra crop top. I purchased the kit. If you guys remember, I purchased the kit and I purchased this particular exact colorway. This is Cool Nights in the Comfy Cotton by Lime Brand. I purchased this exact yarn to make this top because I love the way this top looks and I'm excited to get onto it. This is some stuff I want to get done for myself. Some of the stuff I want to get done for myself is I want to make myself a cardigan. I want to make this top, that Cobra crop top. Some of the stuff that I'm needing to do, something that I need to do, guys. Okay. Something that I definitely need to do after I'm done with the Sis Love shawl, because even though it's still hot here in Florida, the way it works here is like this week, it'll still be 90. And then out of the blue next week, we'll have a cold front come through and it'll be like 60 degrees. And believe me, when you've been 90, 90, 90, and then all of a sudden the next day it's 60 for a high, you are freezing. You are shivering. I know I am. So anyway, believe me, ask a Floridian. They will tell you, you get cold. You enjoy it, but you get cold. So I need to get Riley's cardigan knitted. And I think I'm going to use the Mandala Baby. Let me show you what colorway I was thinking of. And this is the colorway. This is the colorway Magic Moon. Look at these colors. They are just pretty. Look at how they work up. Now it's stripy. I don't know. I'm still on the fence if I'm going to use the mandala. This is a 3-weight, so I'd have to find a 3-weight knitted cardigan pattern for a 3T. Or I will maybe use my mandala ombre in that pink brown color, the Felicity color, and I might use that for it if there's a 4-weight pattern that I find that I might do that. I don't know. So that's what I was thinking about, guys. So that's it. I've been chatting way too long for way too long. So sorry it was a long one this time, guys. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your weekend. I love you guys. Take care. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay creative. I'll be talking to you very soon. Bye.